take back the Senate, and we are going to take back America. And in 2024, we are going to take back that beautiful, beautiful White House. I wonder who will do that. I wonder.
Yes, I wonder who will do. What is he implying? What is he hinting that he's running for president? Now, to him, what you just saw was him being folksy and giving the crowd what they want and joking around. But was he also possibly breaking the law while doing so? Well, that is what a Democratic super PAC is now saying. This is American Bridge Super PAC. They have a complaint saying that he is in fact violating campaign finance laws because he is raising money and spending money to support a presidential bid while not formally declaring one. Let me give you more of the facts on this. The complaint uses Mr. Trump's own words, quote, "I know what I'm going to do, but we're not supposed to be talking about it yet from the standpoint of campaign finance laws," which seems like a massive admission of guilt if there's ever been one. It says that his Save America PAC continuously raises over $1 million per week and spends over $100,000 per week on advertising for Trump just on Facebook. There's all sorts of other advertising, 100,000 just on Facebook every single week. Trump reportedly introduced himself as the 45th and 47th president of the United States at his golf course after he was announced as the 45th president, according to a video post on Instagram just in January. Last month, while he was speaking at CPAC, he mentioned doing it again a third time, referring to campaigning. Thank God, that could have gone in an even more disgusting direction, and referred to his wife Melania as the future first lady. And the issue is that federal rules require that those who raise or spend more than $5,000 in support of a presidential campaign have to register with the FEC. Such a filing would set off restrictions on how he could raise and spend campaign money, including his existing war chest. So all the money that he's maintained coming out of his loss in 2020, he would also be somewhat restricted in how he uses that money, how he reports the expenditures. So Jessica, what do you think about this? Does this super PAC have a case?
This is so interesting. I mean, of course, money dominates politics, and you might say, well, maybe he hasn't decided if he's gonna run. That's why there's such thing as an exploratory account that you can put money in if you're considering running and you're not ready to announce yet. But that's not what he did. It's just so annoying because the Trump campaign is outraged about cheating, right? Saying that they lost because of cheating, saying that people who support Biden were having their grandmas vote from heaven and what have you. And now they're starting their second run with cheating. It's like, come on.
Yeah, and those theories about the cheating aren't even all that great. I mean, think about how long it would take a mail-in ballot from heaven to finally get processed, especially with Louis DeJoy in charge. Come on, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, look, he clearly is planning to run. And I am a little bit torn on whether I think the reason he isn't declaring it is the freedom in terms of raising money. I mean, he definitely doesn't want to be restricted in any way. I get that. I do think though he would raise money no matter what. He's got it if he wants it. I wonder if it's less about that and more about just wanting to hold the announcement and whatever bump that gives him and the media attention that will come from it for as long as possible. I don't think he'd have any interest in doing that before the midterm, certainly when there's other candidates that people are focusing on. Like candidates will be declaring for the presidency next year. Like it's not that long off anyway. Yeah, I don't think he'd want to sort of be swamped in that way. But what do you think?
I don't know. I remember following this, and I haven't heard an update in a while, but about the Trump campaign owing a bunch of money to a bunch of different people, spending money they didn't have, and then using their lists from the campaign to ask people for donations after he lost to try and pay off some of that debt. Maybe he's actually not thinking about running again, and he's trying to raise more money to pay off that debt, getting money from people who will think he'll run.
Maybe. I mean, whether for it or not, he certainly likes to never stop raising free money. I mean, why not? If people, like so many people, and some of them have money, obviously, but there's a lot of regular Trump fans that are not wealthy, are willing to just shower, at least if you believe the official line, a billionaire with $1 million every single week to do things that he can 100% afford to do if he never gets another donation in his life is such a weird thing. Like I can't imagine donating to like, hey Elon Musk, here's some money. I don't get it. But People in America have a weird relationship with oligarchs. In any event, while I think the comments he's made, including that first one about we're not supposed to be talking about it, is like such evidence that he knows what he's doing, don't expect much to come from this. Right now, the FEC, as we've talked about with Dave Leventhal for literally years at this point, is split 3-3, Democrat and Republican, so it can't do anything. And by the way, even if it could function, its investigations process is notoriously slow. A complaint to the commission related to the pre-candidacy activities of Jeb Bush, who announced his run for president in 2015, was still in court 3 months ago. Nobody even remembers that Jeb Bush was like ever ran, and they still haven't decided if what he did was okay or not. So I'm certainly not holding my breath, Jessica, on anything coming of this.
Yeah, the irony of it being 3-3 and not having the potential to do anything about this is so funny. And just Trump saying, "Oh, I wonder who's gonna run." It's conspiracy. Like if I were to tweet, "I wonder what would happen if I were to like go set something on fire." I would have the police called and come to my house. Like you can't say stuff like that. It's so obvious that him saying stuff like this is hinting at it, but he knows like his precise language probably won't hold up in a court of law.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.